Let's talk about you and success, and let's talk about the real reason you are not successful. The real reason you are not successful. Now, this is going to be, if you've never heard this before, this is going to be an eye-opening video for you. Most of you will reject the answer, though. Why are you not successful? Why do people keep falling flat upon their face? You say, I'm going to do ABC. 3 months later, you never did ABC. You didn't do anything. You say, I got a goal to do this over here. You never accomplish it. You say, I got these ideas. I'm going to. You never do them. They're great ideas, but you never do them yourself. You never actually do them. Why is that? You know, the world of all these successful people telling you how to be successful, I laugh. It's all a lie. And let me tell you why. These people who write these self-help books, and they've invented these ways, and they never invented anything. The reason I laugh is because they act like they invented success. They're the first ones to ever invent success. It's not true. Success was invented thousands and thousands of years ago. Here's a truth, a hard truth. You never invented success. Your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, you never invented success. Success is a truth. Being successful is easy. The road to success is really easy. That's the easy part. Everyone knows what it takes to become successful. For generation after generation after generation, for thousands of years, men already know the road to success. That's not the problem. In fact, you use that as an excuse. People say today, well, I don't know how to be successful. Are you kidding? You must be living in a cave. Get a job, save 10% of your income, invest some of it, eat healthy, get a family, have some children. That is success. That is what success is. People think, well, I want to go out in the cabins and I want to go out in the mountains or the woods and build a cabin. Year after year, they say they're going to do the same thing. They never do. Now, I want to make 2 points in this video. Number one is success is not new. You're not the first person to ever think of success or goal achievement. Some of you believe you are. Like it's, however old you are, I'm the first person to ever invent success. No, and you're not the first person to have ever failed either. Men have been failing since Adam, the very first man. Men fail. Women fail. So I want to make this point very clear. Success is truth. Success is what is called a series of steps. If you do this series of steps, over time, you will become successful. Now, here's the point of the video. Why are you not successful? Discipline. You don't have any. Let me say that again. Discipline. The word discipline. My friend, you don't have any discipline. If anybody with discipline, even a mule pulling a plow behind it in a field is successful. Even a disciplined mule or a donkey can plow a field and be successful. In 2018, 2000, 2001, 10, 18, here's what men and women do. I'm going to go build that cabin in the woods. That's my goal. They get their paycheck. Do they save 5% of their paycheck for the cabin? No. They get coffee, they get cappuccinos, they go to movies, they get pizza. You don't have any discipline. Success, let me say it this way. Success is one road. Lack of discipline is being sidetracked by 100 different roads or 1,000 different desires. Success is it's there. It's for anybody who wants it. It's for anybody who has enough discipline to take it. You know, that's why a lot of people who come to this country, foreigners, they're successful right away because they've never had the distractions their whole life. Like where they come from, a third world country, they don't have, endless fast food joints. They don't have endless carnival atmospheres. They don't have these opportunities. They don't have movie theaters. So they've never learned any of that. So when they see success in America and you can make $15 an hour, they immediately apply $5 an hour towards all their goals. And in just a few years, they're completely successful. But the average American today, especially this comes with youth too. The younger you are, the more on discipline you are in general. It's just a general statement. Percentages. There's a higher percentage of undisciplined young people than there is old people. It's two completely different generations, for one thing. The older generation never had all those pleasures you guys have today. And we never had all the distractions you guys have today. It is so fascinating to me. You see, the internet tells you, Google tells you, YouTube tells you that there are 5,000 different things you can be doing right now. From building your own canoe to starting your own multi-million-dollar business. You see, there's 5,000 different choices for you to make, and therefore you become really frustrated and confused. And I don't know which one to choose. Well, the answer is you don't have to choose any of those. You already know what you want. The road to success has already been paved by generations before you. The only thing you need is one thing: discipline. Test yourself next time you get paid. Put as much of your paycheck as you can into a savings account and see how long it takes before you spend it. You'll say, oh my gosh, I don't have any discipline. The only thing stopping you from being successful is you and lack of discipline. Now I want to finish on this positive note. The man or woman or child, because young kids can do this too, teenagers. The person with discipline has no limits. The person without discipline limits themselves every minute of every day. The person with no discipline kills all their own opportunities. But the person with discipline, and I'm talking about deep, deep discipline, this person has no limits. There's nothing that can hold them back. They will achieve everything they can dream up because they have great amounts of discipline. But the person with no discipline, you're going to fail. The key is the discipline. I mean, the more discipline you have, the more success you're going to achieve. For example, instead of drinking soda, you drink water. Instead of going to a movie, you save that money for your goal and your dream. Instead of buying junk, you save that money. You cook all your own meals at home. You always eat healthy. You always work out. You see, the person with discipline, and every one of us has a certain degree of discipline. Like you probably pay your rent every month, so you do have some discipline. But for to save your own life, you couldn't save $5. Every month you pay your own rent. You've been disciplined for years and years and years. But you could not save $5 a month if it had to save your own life. Because in that area, you have no discipline. So I'll finish by saying this. The person with no discipline destroys all their own opportunities. You see, you are your own worst enemy. It's not the world. It's not the lack of success, training. It's not the lack of knowing what you want. No, no, no. You alone, and you alone, and you alone, you alone are the reason you're not successful. Because you don't have any discipline. But the person who has deep, deep, deep discipline, there's nothing that person cannot achieve.